Hi everyone, it's a four-gun guy, and today we're going to talk about a drill that I do every time I come up to the range. It's a very simple drill, and you'll hear me talk about this when I do my stage practice videos. Time of first shot, right? And the time it takes to break that first shot, get on target and break it. So let's talk about where I do this drill, how I do the drill, and how it helps me, and then we'll have some final thoughts. If you're ready to go, let's get to it. All right, well, I've got the trigger cam mounted. So let's go ahead and I'll run that so you can see what I'm talking about. I've got just a stopwatch on my phone. I keep things very simple. My goal is to acquire the target and get that first shot off within 10 seconds. That's my goal. There's nothing in the rifle. There's no magazine, so I'm going to let the bolt drop. The rifle is now charged. And so this is basically what I do. I'll pick a prop like this tire. I'll come up here. I've got my deal. It usually takes about 3 seconds for me to hit start. And in this, and I know you can do, if you have other type of timers, that's fine. Go ahead and use them. I'm going to put this on, record. So I'll hit the timer. I'll go gun down. I've got a target picked out at 500 something yards on it. 9.6 seconds with about 2 seconds to set it to push the buttoning and say time. So about 8 seconds, okay? And that's really what I do. With a gas gun, it's a bit different because I have to close the bolt, right? But on the bolt gun, it's the same thing. I have to close the bolt. So it's about the same amount of time. So let's do that and close the bolt. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna press the timer, drop the bag, it's about 1.5 seconds, actually 3 seconds. Close the bolt, click. Okay, so that was about 10 seconds minus 2.5, about 8 seconds. So I'll take that. Then I'll pick a target way out there and we'll do that one as well. So let's do that. Yep. So here we go. I'm going to hit the buzzer. Go. And you saw me moving. That's because this tire is not stable. That was about 10 seconds. And for me, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Let's look at another prop that I practice this on that's really important, because if you don't do it right, you can be all over the place. Here's another example. Now, it's important on this prop that you don't set the rifle up first, because in a PRS match, you can't do that. You can't get on the prop and you can't make sure that your elevation is right and your bipod is correct and all that stuff. Now, with that said, you could get over on the ground and try to approximate the same level as this platform and use your bag and see if you're going to be in the ballpark or not, right? But generally speaking, when you're practicing this, don't do that, because it's going to help you with a lot of different things. For example, if you look at my setup right now, I can tell you one thing for sure. My bipod is way too far out on that rail. If I have to adjust that bipod, what am I doing? Right? Or I'm bringing it back, or I'm doing something. So the very first thing I would do is bring that bipod back. So if I do have to adjust it, I'm just reaching out and adjusting it, right? Or pulling down. And I'm not really trying to reach out there. I'm not bringing the gun back too far and all that stuff. So that's the first thing that I noticed on that. So now let's do the drill. So I would, let's see, I'm gonna open this up. That, safety is on, no rounds. All right, let's do it for sure. Ready? Go, down, on it. Look at that. I'm on the targets right there. Click. That was 10 seconds. with the 1 to 2 second, well, 1 second delay, let's say, between when I hit that button and start moving down. So under 10 seconds, I'm very happy with that. But I will literally, and I don't use the timer all the time, guys. I don't use the timer all the time. What I'm saying is I come out here and I do exactly this exercise. Safe, back, down. And I have to get used to my gas gun. Click, I'm on it, okay? That's what I do on a regular basis. That's one of my, that's just one of my routines that I do every time I come up to the range. That helps you with your time on target and the first shot. The beauty about this exercise is this is going to help you with your follow-on shots as well. So when you transition to a new position on a prop, you're going to be more confident that you can find the target, get on the target. And you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Remember, when you get down, I've got the trigger cam off, but when you get down, you're looking at the targets. Those targets are 900 yards out there. Down, looking. That barrel right now is pointed at those targets. It's pointed at the targets. And now when I come down on this, it's going to be either a matter of up or down. That's all I should be worrying about. Maybe a slight error left or right, but most of what I need to adjust should be up and down. And so now I've got this bag, I can squeeze it or let it out, and I mean, I get right on those targets. Well, I hope this one helps you a little bit. That time to first shot is so important, and I see so many people waste 20, 25 seconds trying to find the target, trying to get into position, not realizing how their bipod should at least start to be set up at the very start. Maybe you can adjust it. Same thing with the rear bag. You've got the wrong rear bag and now you're really all over the place. So really focus on that. As I said, it'll help with your follow-up shots as well. And yeah, it should help you. This is something you can do in the backyard, uh, in your house, aiming outside so the neighbors don't see you, but telephone pole, tree branch, whatever you can do, just practice on getting into position, getting the rifle set up, and breaking that dry fire shot. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Short one, I hope. And love all the likes, subs, comments, everything. Really coming together, and I really do appreciate it. Until next time, practice that first shot and shoot straight.